You will not believe what just happened to me. I'm driving home down Barnesdale Avenue, listening to my yodeling tapes, when the driver behind me starts honking his horn furiously. Well, I decide to be a lady and let him pass. And then you know what he does? He pulls up alongside me, starts yelling obscenities that would make Joan Rivers blush, and then he just speeds off down the street.
Who cares, Rose? I've got my own problems.
Your own problems?
I can't find my lucky handkerchief.
Your lucky handkerchief?
What the hell are you, a minor bird? It's not here. I'm trying to get my box ready for a major bingo game tonight, and it's not here. I can't play bingo without it. It's like Kareem playing without his goggles.
I'm sorry, Sophia. I'm just so upset.
You know, you would feel a lot better if you had yelled back at that botchagaloop.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Oh, I just get so flustered in those situations.
A well-chosen gesture can be very effective. Picture this.
Sophia, isn't that obscene?
No. It means have a nice day and good health.
Dorothy, I don't understand. You've been with him 2 whole weeks and he's not asked you out yet? What did you do wrong?
Who didn't ask her out?
Oh, you got a phone book?
Leahy, the teacher I've been working with on the youth fair.
She's known him 2 weeks and he's not asked her out.
Known him? I never really known him. We've just spent 2 Saturdays building display booths and painting signs, and we're hardly close.
But you could be. If you'd ask him out. He's obviously too shy to ask you.
Well, maybe he just doesn't like her.
Thank you, Rose. Incidentally, you look fat.
The point is,
It's not very subtle, is she?
No, she's not subtle, but I
the
am.
point is, we're way past being subtle, way past finesse. If you want this man, you ask him out.
Oh, I don't know. I feel so awkward asking a man out on a date.
Well, you could invite him here for dinner. That wouldn't seem so pushy.
That's a good idea, Rose. Then we can all check him out.
I don't think I can do that.
Of course you can. Listen, I'll be you and you Frank, and I will show you how easy this is. Frank, this is the 3rd Saturday of our relationship, and I still don't know what you like to eat. Why don't you come to dinner Saturday night and let me see what whets your appetite?
And what are you serving for dessert, Blanche? Penicillin? I'll do it my own way.
Huh, if you do it your own way, you better use Jane Fonda's body. Otherwise, it'll just be the 4 of us for dinner.
Dorothy, it's Frank. I just wanted to let you know that there's been a change in time for next Saturday at the school gym. We're starting to set up at 9 a.m. Can you make it?
Sure, no problem, Frank. By the way, I noticed that the kids call you Frank too.
You don't approve?
Oh no, on the contrary. I think anything other than, yo, teach, is an educational breakthrough.
Well, I just think that formal titles can be very intimidating. This way, I'm just one of the guys.
You like those kids a lot, don't you?
Hey, so do you.
Yes, I do, but somehow I sense a special dedication from you. It's nice.
Thanks, Dorothy. I've been at this a long time. I watch these kids grow. I know their families. I've been to their homes for dinner.
Really? You've been to their homes for dinner?
Well, of course, they spread a newspaper on the floor for me. I'm kidding. You sound so amazed.
No, I'm not real amazed. I just think it's nice that you do that.
Funny, I just assumed that you knew that I ate dinner.
Well, yes, but I think it's nice that you go to people's homes for dinner. How about coming home with me? I mean for dinner. Maybe next week? My roommates would love to meet you.
Sure, what's a good night?
Bingo night. Any other night, I'd have to introduce you to my mother.
Great. I'll see you then.
Okay, bye. Yes!
Look out, St. Dominic's. Sophia Petrillo feels lucky tonight.
Oh, right. Tonight's the big bingo night, isn't it?
The biggest. And I've got my lucky handkerchief. I can't lose.
Oh, where did you find it?
In my bra.
In your bra? What was it doing there?
I was blowing my breast. I put it in there to give me a little cleavage. So I can entice the butcher to get a decent piece of veal. And now I've got to be going. There is a jackpot at St. Dominic's with my name on it.
Now, Rose, tonight, you sit at the far end of the table and I'll sit next to you.
Why?
In case somebody wants to play a little footsie.
Gee, that sounds like fun. I haven't played footsies in years. Oh, Charlie never won it.
No, Rose, in case Dorothy and Frank want to play a little footsie.
Oh. Oh.
How do I look?
Oh, beautiful.
Woo-hoo. Oh, honey, that outfit might be all right for a gay funeral in New Orleans. But it's much too subtle for tonight. Put on something flashy, something colorful.
But that's not really me, Blanche.
I know, honey, but try, be a woman.
You're asking a lot from me.
Let's do supper. Come on, Rose.
Blanche, don't you think you're being a little hard on Dorothy?
No, I don't. Dorothy needs all the help she can get. She's not going to have many chances. Dorothy doesn't have my beauty or your, well, never mind. Next week we'll work on you. Right now, Dorothy needs our help.
Well, do you think that she's really in love?
Well, I think she's infatuated, and with a little help from us, she can fire that arrow, Cupid's arrow, right into the tushy of love.
Tushy of love. Ooh, for some strange reason that just sounds so provocative.
You need to date more, Rose. door. That must be him.
Good evening.
Good evening, Father. My, this must be an important cause. Don't you usually make the nuns ask for money? I'll get my purse.
No, I'm Frank. I'm here to see Dorothy.
You're the hawk? I mean, forgive my language, Father. Not in your official capacity. I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Baptist. Oh, sweet Jesus, why am I mumbling this way? I never take the Lord's name in vain. Oh God, now I'm lying to a priest. I'm Blanche, Dorothy's roommate. Come in and sit down and close the door, please.
Well, Dorothy's told me a great deal about you.
Well, she's left out one itty bitty thing about you.
That I'm a priest.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know.
Well, what'd she think? You were just a boring dresser?
Well, she's never seen me in my cleric's clothing.
Well, I didn't know you priests could take your clothes off.
Well, we do a lot of things like real people.
Except for one very important thing. Boy, is that going to put a hitch in Dorothy's plans.
Hello, I'm Rose Nile, and you must be Frank. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, very nice. Thank you, Rose. It's nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy has talked about you for weeks.
Rose?
Well, every time she speaks your name, she practically
Rose?
Rose. I think she's very strict
Rose?
with you. Oh, he's a priest, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that they canceled Highway to Heaven.
Yes, they did.
Oh, hello, Frank. Tell me that's a Nehru jacket.
Come on, Rose. Let's heat up the lasagna.
No, it's not.
Well, why didn't you tell me that it's Father Leahy?
Well, I thought you knew.
Oh, I didn't know, and I'm a little embarrassed.
Well, me too, but I hope this won't change things. I hope we can still be friends, can't we?
Of course we can. Sit down.
You look lovely tonight.
I look like the mother of a $20 hooker.
Dorothy, I'm sorry that we've had this misunderstanding.
It's all right, Frank.
Okay, everybody, dinner is served.
Come on, Frank.
So, now, where am I supposed to sit?
What the hell difference? Please. Oh. Frank. So, you were a teacher before you became a priest?
Well, actually, I went to medical school for 1 year.
Oh.
I quit and became an assistant basketball coach. Then I became a teacher. Then came the priesthood.
So what do you think you'll do next?
Would anybody like some more coffee? I have another pot brewing in the kitchen.
I would. I'll help you, Dorothy.
Come on, Frank, let's go in the living room. You know, black really is your color. Did that have any influence on your decision to become a priest?
She's cute. Frank, go ahead.
The evening wasn't exactly the way I planned, but it turned out to be pleasant enough.
Yes. Frank is a wonderful person, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and he obviously thinks the same about you.
Well, of course he does. We're friends.
Something in Frank's eyes tells me he thinks of you as more than just a friend.
Blanche, the man is a priest.
The man is a man.
I'm going to listen to this.
I know what I'm talking about. I was once in a very similar situation. And he was a man of the cloth. And he was totally devoted to his vocation. But his eyes told me he was devoted to me. We both knew it was wrong. And we fought it with every bone in our hot, long and lusty bodies. But it was too much. We gave up. And we checked into a Best Western.
You had an affair with a priest?
Priest? No, I didn't say he was a priest. He was a man of the cloth. He was a fabric salesman. And we never did make love after that. But you know what? He covered my lazy boy for free.
Wonderful, Blanche. What's your point?
The point is, something in Frank's eyes tells me he wants you. And I think he means it in the biblical sense.
I will not listen to this. Coffee, anyone? Is the bingo game over already?
It wasn't a game. It was a travesty. They called 4 numbers. Boom! Gloria Rossi's a winner. 6 more numbers. Sil Kessler's yelling, I'm rich, I'm rich. But then she does that every Thursday morning on the boardwalk to attract men. Frankly, I think the whole thing was fixed. That's why I told Father Donatelli I'm going to have you Downs investigate. Huh. What'd they do? Send you over here to shut me up?
This is Father Leahy. He had dinner with us tonight.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Father. Where's your date?
Father Lady is her date.
Come here, Dorothy. Come here. You know, sometimes a mother gets a little busy and she forgets to tell her daughter everything that she needs to know. So I'm telling you now, don't date a priest.
Ma,
It's bad luck.
Ma, you don't understand.
Dorothy, trust me on this one. What happened to me tonight at bingo was no accident.
It's really getting late, and I need to be going. Thank you all. I've enjoyed the evening.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have met you.
Well, okay, Frank. I'll see you Saturday at the youth fair.
I was hoping we could have dinner before that. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Sure. What is it?
Well, thanks to you, I'm on the verge of making a very important decision.
What is it?
I'm thinking of leaving the church. Good night.
Thank you for being a friend, traveling down the road and back again. You have a true heart and a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend, traveling down the road and back again.
I couldn't sleep. I had a horrible nightmare.
Well, tell it to me. I'm awful good at interpreting dreams.
Well, in my dream, I was a candidate on the dating game. And I won. So I went around the corner to meet the bachelor who had picked me. And it was the Pope.
Boy, that is a tough one. Where'd you go on the date?
Oh, forget it, forget it. I'm going to bed. Rose, what are you doing up? I thought you were asleep.
No, I went out to get provisions. I figured we'd be up all night talking.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
Oh, well, I got chocolate macadamia cheesecake and rum raisin ice cream.
Well, all right. You start cutting, you scoop.
Oh, that's my girl.
So, what did you decide to do?
Oh, Rose. Just my luck. The first really wonderful man I've met in a very long time. And he has a more serious involvement.
With who?
Marilyn Monroe. The church, Rose, the church. At least he did until he met me.
You know, you take the religious aspect out of this, and it's actually very romantic. I mean, a man giving up everything for the woman he loves. It reminds me of the story of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor.
Or the story of Rose and Charlie Nyland.
You know, whenever I think of one, I automatically think of the other.
Hmm? Well, when Charlie and I first started dating back in St. Olaf, I thought that his folks didn't really like me, so I started to get to the bottom of things, and I found out that there was an ancient feud between the Nylands and the Gerklecknerwagens. That was my mother's maiden name.
Gerklecknerwagen?
Well, originally it was Gerklecknerwagen Hofstetlerfile, but they had to shorten it because all of Mother's family was in show business. Anyway, when Charlie told them that we were going to get married, they absolutely forbade it. They told him that they would disown him if he married a
Gerklecknerwagen?
Right. And that he would lose his interest and his share in the Nyland family fortune of tile and grout. So he didn't care. He told them that he loved me more than grout. Friend, you're a pal and a confidant, and traveling down the road and back again.
Frank,
Hi, Dorothy.
come on in. I wanted to talk to you. Sit down. I wanted to talk to you before we had dinner on Thursday. I've been thinking, this business about my being responsible for this decision you're making, it's too much.
This is crazy. It's not like you pushed me to any decision. You didn't even know I was thinking about this.
Blanche did. She saw it in your eyes.
My eyes?
Yes. Frank, you're a very special person. I knew that the minute I met you, and I realized that you felt the same way about me. I can't tell you how flattering it is. I mean, at this point in a woman's life, to have someone feel that spark, that instant spark toward her, is a dream come true. All right. Maybe in the dream he wouldn't be a priest. But that doesn't make it any the less flattering. It does make it a lot more complicated, though. Frank, you cannot go through with this.
Dorothy.
No, no, no. it's a decision we would both regret for the rest of our lives. I cannot let you leave the priesthood for me.
What?
I understand how hurt you must feel. Maybe I don't understand exactly.
I'm sorry, Dorothy. Our relationship seems to be just one misunderstanding after another.
Misunderstanding?
I'm not leaving the priesthood. I'm leaving St. Dominic's.
Well, if you're not leaving the priesthood, then I just made a complete ass. As an English teacher, I can tell you that's the exact right words for it.
No, it's not.
Oh, how can you say that? I built an entire relationship in my imagination.
It wasn't in your imagination. We do share a special bond. We appreciate each other. That's why you were able to help me see where I could do the most good as a teaching priest.
Well, I think I'm beginning to get it. It's taken me a while.
Oh, jeez.